Do you know what I like to do when I find some termites in my house? I like to look at some baseball cards. What else you gonna do? Yeah, so I noticed a little spot on a baseboard, and so I had a contractor come in. I'm like, I need to replace this and check this out, what's causing this. And he ripped it off of there, and there were some termites. But, thank God, it's in a very small little area, just under the one section of the baseboard. Killed those, and I have my my bug people coming. So we'll see what happens. So I have a few things that I wanted to show you, and I wanted to start off because we had I've been engaged in this discussion of vintage football cards all of a sudden taking off or not. I've been collecting vintage football nearly all my life, and man, I love them. But no matter how popular football gets, the popularity of vintage cards has just never been there, not yet. Not always are fans of the game also fans of cards. You have to consider that. I mean, soccer's always been the biggest sport in the world, and auto racing, but their cards always lag behind. So that said, I wanted to show you my first pickup, which is one. I just showed you another one. This is another pickup. I will pick these up when I find them, and when I find them centered, and that is what I always say is the most underappreciated, undervalued rookie card in all of football. In all of football card collecting, and that is the Mel Blount. And beautifully centered, nice example of the card. And I got this for $15. And I got my other ones cheap too. I got into a debate. People were saying that Steph Curry has changed the game of basketball. And I argue that just because you're really good at something doesn't mean you changed the game, right? Like Steph Curry's, his range, as Lou Rock says, is from the parking lot. He's an amazing three-point shooter, but that doesn't mean he changed the game. Jerry Rice was a phenomenal wide receiver who set the record that may never be broken, but he didn't change the game of football. Who changed the game of football was Mel Blount. He changed it forever in a big way. Totally changed the game. They had to change the rules because he was so dominant. That would be equivalent to if they would move the three-point play back 10 or 20 feet to try to stop Steph Curry from being dominant. Then he would have changed the game. That's essentially what they did for Mel Blount. They changed the rules to prevent him. You could say the same thing with Bob Gibson. They lowered the mound because of him. He changed the game forever. Those are people that changed the game. Just because you're the best at it doesn't mean you changed the game. They didn't change the game because of Deion Sanders, because he was such a good cover guy. They didn't change the rules for him, and he didn't change the game. He just did it extremely well. So that's my 2 cents. All right, man. I think this is a hot card to get, and I wanted a copy for my collection. And man, this one's just in fabulous condition. I was so excited when I got it and saw it in person. But this is the first Prism Tom Brady card. And I think with what's going on with Panini, this may even have more significance now. But it's a beautiful card of one of the greatest football players of all time. And it's a first Prism. And I got a TJ Watt rookie card. And I got these 2 old ads for, I love me some Sports Illustrated posters. I have a whole bunch. I can't wait till, I have a warehouse so I can store them. I need a whole other room to display those. But I love getting these old ads. And many of you, if you're around my age, will remember seeing these ads in magazines and so forth for the posters. And I had this poster when I was growing up on my door. I've shown that picture several times in my my cards all spread out throughout my room. And that's the poster I had hanging up. And then I also got this one with Franco Harris. I think these are from like his rookie season, which he was a rookie phenom at the time. And I got some things. Well, first I got this Valdez from when he threw the no-hitter. And I always get the Topps Now Ohtani's. I like these Topps Now, and I'm selective on them. Like, they make them for just about everything. So-and-so, I don't know. He went 2 for 4. Nothing exciting. But significant achievements, I like to buy them for. And it's almost like you document baseball history. And it's an easy way to remember these things that happen. And I love them for that reason. They are little pieces of baseball history. They're little history books, really, these Topps Now cards. And, I hate when they kind of water them down and do them, well, hate's too strong of a word, but I'm not, into paying $9.99 a card for just mediocre things that happen, like somebody hits a walk-off single or something. But significant things that happen in the hobby, I do like to collect them for that. And I was sorting out some cards. I had some old cards from the 80s and so forth. I thought I'd show a few. This is, I just love these from 86, these All-Star cards. I love the 86 Topps set, but these cards are so cool. And I had 2 in the pile I was sorting. I just thought I'd show them. I just always loved those. I used to pick them up, probably, I don't know, a dime in my local card shop. He'd have cards hanging around, and I would just go and load up. And these 87 record breakers, Ruben Sierra and Dave Righetti. This is when he set the saves record. He had passed single season Dan Quisenberry and Bruce Sutter, 2 phenomenal closers. And Davey Lopes, he had the most stolen bases at the age of 40. And here's Dwight Evans. Well, if you want to have some fun with your collection, maybe you're not buying, maybe you're strapped for money, maybe just don't want to buy at the moment, go back and look through some of the record breakers, man. Again, it's like reading a history book or a trivia book. It's pretty fun. And try to figure out if the records they set have been broken since. Like the Righetti record. I picked up this. It's a Shakey's Pizza. And I love to collect these old players, especially of players that I don't have and may never have. And one of those players is Ed Delahanty. Big Ed Delahanty may have been the best player of the 1800s. One of the best, for sure. And he died young. They found him pinned to a wharf. I don't really know what happened. I believe he had a fight with his manager right before it happened. I don't know if he was drinking, if it was foul play. I remember reading his story when I was a little kid, and I was kind of fascinated with it. And what else do I have here? Well, guys, I'm going on record. I've been saying it for a long time now. And I think the Steelers are going to have a phenomenal season. I think Kenny Pickett, I'm telling you, all these experts are going to be telling you to buy his cards soon. And, Jeff Wilson hasn't told you to buy them, so it's a good chance they're going to go up. The other guy is George Pickens. He is like a one-man highlight reel, and I've been buying up his cards. The Steelers have a lot of talent on offense this year. Man, they have 2 fantastic running backs, fantastic wide receivers, and I'm telling you right now, right here, mark my words, people are going to be promoting Kenny Pickett this year, and You're going to see this guy a lot on highlights. And I'm going to make a prediction, another prediction right here, right now. Calvin Austin is going to lead the league in punt returns. There's your predictions. And maybe TJ Watt will break his single season sack record. All right, guys. That's what I have for you. Thanks for watching.